Okay, start, sir. I have started recording.
Yes. Okay. Very good morning to all. You all know that today we shifted from Sunday to Saturday because of we want to discuss about Saturn's transit into Aquarius. And so in the place of our regular BPHS reading, so we discuss about Saturn. So and others also welcome if anybody want to add anything regarding this Saturn thing. So please be ready. So okay, we start today. Start with prayer to Saturn. So Maharshi Parashara given the shloka Yamagrajam Chaya Martanda Sambhutam Yamagrajam Chaya Martanda Sambhutam Shenaicharam Tam Pranamamya. Sorry, miss one thing. Yamagrajam Raviputram Chaya Martanda Sambhutam Shenaicharam Tam Pranamamya. So it's basically elder brother of Yama. Yamagrajam means elder brother of Yama. And Raviputram, the son of sun god. Chaya Martanda Sambhutam. Chaya Devi, his mother name is Chaya Devi. So again, father same, Ravi. Marthanda is also another name of sun god. Shenaicharam. Shenaicharam means actually he moves very slowly. That's why Shenaichara. He is also limping leg. Some classics says that his leg is not good. One leg is gone. He's not able to walk properly. So is a very slow planet. In the zodiac also, it will be very out of the other planets, very far away from sun orbit. Because when we talk about these 9 planets, Saturn is the last one, far away from sun. That's why you want to stay away from anybody. You want to in isolation. You want to do his work his own himself. Don't want to involve come limelight. You want to be in a separate. If there's Saturn person, Saturn most influenced person, you want to sit in a back bench. If you see any class, some people they want to go back. They don't want to in eyes of the teacher. So in the same way, in the society also, they don't want to come out in front limelight. They are always better to stay away. Saturn is again, because of far away from sun, is a very cold planet. And is a Vayu Tattva planet. And is also Mula Trikona, Vayu Tattva Rashi, that is Kumbha, Aquarius, what we are going to discuss too. So Saturn is having like this some special qualities. Is an airy planet, and all 9 planets, one of the most malefic planet is a Naisargika. Generally we say without owning any houses. When we talk about benefics and malefics, that is called Naisargika. Generally, these are the malefic planets: Rahu, Saturn, Ketu, Mars, sometimes Sun also, some classic states. But okay, so one of the most malefic is Saturn and Rahu. So Saturn denotes karma karak. Is any person's chart, it denotes the karma. Saturn, wherever is sitting, that house shows your karmic depth. Karmic depth means whether it is a good or bad. It can be both sides. It's not always, people will fear about Saturn is always gives only negative results. Never. It gives only the karma what you brought from your previous life. So that karma is whether it can be good, then you will be enjoy life. You will get all sort of support from the society, people, relatives, front wise and money wise, comforts wise. Saturn also very giver. Is a giver of many things. But at the same time, if your karma is very bad, it will make you understand what you did in previous life. There is no excuse for Saturn. That's why it's called karmic judge. If Saturn is good, these persons in real life, there is a chance of becoming a Supreme Court judge also. They have such capacity. So these people, that's why will have a very clear the karma judging, good or bad. So there is no partiality, there is no favorable. So it's just deliver what is you brought it in your pending life. Generally, Saturn nature is, we discussed just before, this cold nature. He is a limping person. He walks very slowly, and he represents the old age. So generally, whenever you feel that Saturn Dasha is starting in any life, some elders, Guru says that any planet Dasha is going to start before that planet representative will meet you in your life. So if you take Saturn is an old age person. So an old age person will come into your life. You may ask something, or you may give something, but we never notice that. We never recognize why that person is coming and asking. So if you satisfy that person, the Saturn Dasha will not give such very bad effects. Maybe it gives the energy to overcome whatever the problems you are going to receive in this Dasha period. So that's why the characteristics, the looks wise, Saturn is majorly represented by this old age person, limping person. And Saturn also shows the person's sorrow, the pain, and exactly shows the characteristics of a person defeated in a war, the agony, unhelpness. We can't do anything because you are already defeated in many things. If you take it as a war, you defeated in the war, then you can't. You feel that pain, sadness. So that type of character will be in Saturn age. So is opposite is again Mars. The Mars always will be winning nature. Saturn is most of the times, Saturn is a defeat nature. Is a karma karaka and karaka for service also. And that's why these people will do very hard work. It's a type of labor work. And doing that work for a long period, labor work means it's not just doing short duration. You need to do, take any labor for his livelihood. You need to work for morning to evening. That means long. How much patience is required to do that job? So compared to other person, but that person will have that much patience to do that a long laborious work. At the same time, the Saturn gives lazy also. And looks like the Saturn person will have the hair will be more, but that is not good. Saturn denotes your hair also on your body. Saturn, we discussed, is a natural justice, and he will discuss about. He not only discuss, he is support the labors, weaker section of the society. Suppose Saturn is sitting in Leo sign, that is a royal, authentic king sign. Then he becomes king of the leader of the weaker section. So there he will show his justice nature. He becomes a leader and he will fight for weaker section. So if the Saturn is well placed in a chart, will give every type of, even you become judge, then become lawmakers. But again, if it is a badly placed or afflicted, it creates criminals also. So both sides we need to see. Saturn is again karma karaka, so he will do very hard work. If he has a goal, he will always try to reach the goal, and he will give the results of what you have, your karma. There is a saying that as you sow, the same you shall reap it. Whatever seed you put it, the same seed tree will come. So like that. That's why karma is completely in hands of Saturn. And because of these qualities, Saturn is old age person and a serious person and matured person. Generally, in our life, you can say that if a person is aged means he should have a lot of experience because he has seen life by crossing many things in his many stages, from childhood to younger, then family, then problems in life, family life. So he crossed all those hurdles in life. That's called samsara sagar, bhava sagar. So he is now all those experienced person. That's why Saturn is also called matured person. So he knows it. So he will not even smile for small things. That's why these people are Saturn Lagna people. Saturn is in Lagna or Saturn like a Capricorn Lagna people, they will have very less smile. Their look will be very rough. They will do hard work. Most of the time they will be in a serious. The nature itself is a serious nature. So that is the Saturn quality. Now Saturn is going to the house of his own house, Mula Trikona. we should know about what is Aquarius, because Kumbh Rashi. What is Aquarius? Is again Aries sign and is Mool Trikona sign. Is a comfort. Mool Trikona means we will have all sort of support from that house. We'll get energy from that house. Is an Aries sign. The planet is also Aries planet. So that's why you will have a very good place in this house. So Aquarius is it's called as intellectual sign. They will have a very capable of any problem solving, plus very, very deep thinking persons. The nature it gives Aquarius. If you see the symbol, Aquarius is a lady is holding a pot. But in any classic, it is not mentioned what is inside the pot. So that's why these people, they have their thinking process, they have thinking capability. The opposite person cannot estimate what they have. But these people will have very the deep thinking. They will think for about society, the 11th house, big society in big manner. And the Mula Trikona of Saturn, that's why these people have very controlled emotions, mature. The maturity will be is a very high. And they will give the importance for friends because it's 11th house in the Kala Purusha. They fight for social causing. If it is a good for society, they will fight for it. So that's why Aquarius is also the judgment sign, sense of judgment. They will always take the right side of any dispute, any conflicts. They will take right side, even though they'll lose. Only problem is because of Aquarius is 6th house moon. That is a emotional. They have enmity with emotional disturbed persons. If they hit by emotional, these people will react very bad. So Aquarius sign. So should not give any negative thing on regarding emotional. They will support you, they will help you in any manner, but until unless you shouldn't hit an emotional level. So these people are very society help people. They think for society, do for if anything is good for society, they keep on think on that. Now Saturn move into this house. Transit is a very important in seeing any chart because the yogas in the chart, the planet's placement gives some conjunction, placing, aspect, all those things makes some sort of yogas and some sort of outcome you can predict. But when the timing part comes, when it is that yoga will fructify or the yoga will give the result, depend on dasha, antardasha, along with transit. So transit will see from moon only. So there is a question again, why we need to see from moon only? You can see nowadays, you can go to YouTube, Facebook, many people will give it, okay, some people will say, go through reference point is ascendant always. Some people say from moon only we need to see. So ascendant is important or moon is important. But most of the classics, starting from Parashara Hora, Saravali, Phaladipika, so they mention moon is important. Because moon is very, very important in our daily things. Like if you take Panchanga also, in that Panchanga, Tithi is just based on moon position. In a star, is away from the distance between sun. Whenever moon moves away from sun, the Tithi changes. And next is nakshatra. Nakshatra is again just we say where the moon is in zodiac, which star. We are not taking any other planet. Even sun, we are not taking any planet, even Jupiter also. So moon is important. The nakshatra, whenever we are talking about, so moon place. The remaining yoga, karana also will be based on calculations, just moon position, how many degrees away from sun, that calculation will be there. Those only then form karana and yoga. Except vara, out of Panchanga 5 limbs, the moon is the most important. Even dasha calculations, Vimshottari, Ashtottari, there are variety of dashas, the nakshatra dashas, all are based on moon. So moon is important. So we'll take the transit effect of Saturn from moon. In the every classics, they given the Saturn will give the good results whenever he sits from moon in position of 3, 6 and 11. 3, 6, 11 from sun, moon, he will work as a benefit. He will support in all aspects. Also mention the Saturn, wherever he sits, creates problems in that house. Plus, Saturn also has special aspects, 3, 7, 10. These are called Vakradrushti. Saturn's Vakradrushti is a very, they say is a very dangerous. Because Saturn is a malefic, natural malefic, as well as in the chart itself, temporary malefic, depend on Lagna. So he is going to give very bad result based on your karmic. So except these 3, 6, 11, whenever he sits from moon, you can observe that this person is going to enjoy what he is intended. He will not going to harm Saturn. But in practical, we can make these references from ascendant to also. You can check in your day-to-day life. You have passed, suppose you seen Saturn movement every 2.5 years, we are seeing. You can check either from moon it is working or from ascendant is working. It's your own judgment. You can check it from yourself. But classics, whatever say, that's we follow, we give. Someone mentioned these transit effect will work depend on the strength of the either moon house is strength or ascendant is having more strength. So always strength is matters, which is overtaking. Lagna is overtaking or moon is overtaking or sun sign is overtaking. So someone mentioned, okay, you can make it same things, results from sun, from ascendant, from moon. But my suggestion is just check which is strong, which house is going to affect. So based on your results, you come to know. So now we go to Saturn transit from moon. Saturn first house. First house means, suppose anybody is having now moon Rashi Aquarius, that is a first house. Aquarius first house, these people will have one of the peak bad period, because it's a peak of the Sadesat, 7.5 years, the Saturn's transit over the moon. So first house means is completely coming on this, just on top of your head. So Saturn once come into your head, so it will create a lot of things. Mentally, it will affect your thinking pattern will change. You become very lazy. You can't fulfill your whatever your targets. He is sitting in first house. He looks third house. He looks seventh house. He looks your 10th house. So he looks in third house, your initiatives will affect. That's why you become lazy. You will not start whatever you are going to take place. You need to start some initiation should be there from your side. Because of Saturn, all those will be postponed. And is aspect in 10th house. So professional life will also affect. And because of aspect on 10th house in the professional front, there is always problems. There will be damages in your what is called status, because 10th house gives you a status. In all sort of, there is no progress, there is no prosperity, there is no support from even family, because you will affected by finances. The money will not be, you will not able to receive in time. Also at the same time, your expenditure will increase very high. Then person need to go for loans, because you are not getting money, and at the same time you are increasing the expenditure requirement. So always the person should go for loans. With this Saturn effect on moon, Chandra Lagna, moon Lagna, there will be problem with family, children's. There will be unnecessary quarrels, misunderstandings between the family. So all sort of Saturn will show you it's a type of lessons. But in an experience, if Saturn is the karmic, previous life karmic baggage is not there, even though Saturn transiting on the moon in the first house, some people will not get this much bad results. If suppose benefics aspecting, like Jupiter is aspecting, Venus is aspecting, then the effect of Saturn will be minimized. That's why these are all qualities always chance of modify, depend on each person's chart. But take it as a whenever Saturn moving on a first house, always lot of problems, mentally, physically, society. Then Saturn moved to second house. Second house means now we can see Capricorn moon people. So now the end phase of Sadesat. Because Saturn already the 12th first completed. So now Saturn is in the end part. So whenever Saturn comes in the end part, because the person already gone through last 5 years, a lot of things. So now you will get some relief. Life will start some progressive, some support from family, some support from others, society. So you will get slowly improve. But second house again is denotes your money. Second house your speech. Second is your family. Money, family, speech, your food habits. Anyhow, these also are going to affect. What will happen is a type of frustration generates. Because all these 5 years the person is gone. With that, you will get a lot of unhappiness, uncontrolled way of treating with people. Second house in will say not is the wife and family also. So general second house is related to family. So he is dealing with family, there is effect. You can't behave with the family in a right manner. Because Saturn sitting second house, he also watch aspects of the fourth house. Fourth house is again harmony, peace. So that will also affect. Saturn again aspect 8th house. Still there are some hurdles. Saturn again aspects your 11th house. 11th house is your income, your friends, your wishes. All sort of these things will be affected very bad. But these things will be slowly going on over the period. They will go down. Initially, it will be very high level, but over the period, it goes very slow. Next is Saturn third house. Third house means Sagittarius people. We already told whenever Saturn in third from moon, we will get very good strength. His aspects also very good. We will do very supportive manner. So now the person will get all type of energy. You want to do new initiatives, you will get a very good confidence. Third house is in Karaka is Mars. So all those Mars related things will be now Saturn is inherited. So you will show that type of energy. You will develop skills. You will do communication or interacting, new initiatives. And some people will get promotion. The boss will support because now Saturn is aspecting 9th house. All sort of progress will be there, development will be there. You will get good opportunities to improve your lifestyle. There is a financial improvement also will be there. At the same time, then the chart, other planets also support is there. Definitely, the Saturn will also help. If other planets is there is no support, there is some other hurdles, other problems there, you need to look for that. But Saturn is not from Saturn side, you are not going to get any negativity. Saturn will give full support. Next is Saturn is fourth house. Fourth house is Scorpio. Scorpio people, Saturn fourth, the Karka is a Venus and Moon for fourth house. Firstly, it will disturb your mentally happiness or harmony. The person maybe behave immoral. The morality will be changed because fourth house is a morality. This is a house of mother. There will be problem to mother health is cause of some issues. Need to suffer through the mother health part. And expenses will go also very high because his aspect to second is Lagna. So Saturn again aspect Lagna, Saturn aspect 10th house, Saturn aspect again your 6th house. 6th house is your enemies, 6th house is your debts, 6th house is your diseases. These will be very prominent now when Saturn transiting 4th house. So need to be very careful in this life. Saturn is mentioned in classic. This is called, whenever Saturn 4th house is called Ardhashtama Shani. Ardhashtama Shani means Ashtama Shani. Ashtama Shani is a dangerous one. Ardhashtama Shani is also almost more or same. So you need to be very careful regarding health, regarding debts, regarding enemies. And whenever Saturn moving, right, that house specific relatives chance of even, if it is other Rahu, Ketu or Mars also joining there will be death in the family or relatives. 4th house is relatives. I forgot to tell you, when Saturn in 2nd house, family, if it is a badly, other negative malefics are causing any affliction, there will be death in the family also. So depend on the person chart. So 4th house, whenever Saturn 4th house, these things need to be very careful because you lose peace and harmony. With that, it affects on 10th house in the professional front. Because of no peace, no harmony at home, that will be reflected in the professional life. That we need to take care very extra. Also, this says that you shouldn't take any travels also. Because with the travel, what will happen? Your health and uncomfortness, due to uncomfortness or not available of good food, the health will be damaged. So that's why it says that whenever Saturn 4th house, avoid the travels. Then next, Saturn 5th house. 5th house is for Libra people. 5th house is somewhat is okay, but not that much bad what we say in other houses. Is a Kona from Kona houses. Any planet in Kona to other planet, It's a mixed result because one side is a malefic, but other side is a house is good. Fifth house is a supportive. So people will get the mixed results during the fifth house transit. This period is need to be take care. Shouldn't take any risks. Shouldn't take any new assignments. Otherwise, there is a chance of losing job. And should not participate any arguments with anyone, because fifth Saturn, what will the aspects second house? If you use any bad language with anyone, either at home or either at office, it will be very badly reflect on your image and your life. At home, you will get not harmony. If you do same thing at profession, your professional life will be in danger. And fifth house Saturn, never do investment in stock markets because the speculation house from moon. So your speculation will go all most of the time wrong. So there is a loss of in speculation in a share market. This is a fifth house is conjugal, means romance life. This also will affect very bad. There is no chance of blissful life regarding the opposite sex. It's against fifth house, Karaka, Sun and Jupiter. There is always lack of confidence. So you need to take care of these things. Shouldn't do yourself, means control your speech and food habits. Spending of money also need to be take care. Avoid any unnecessary spendings and be happy with the spouse and the family members. Fifth house shows your heart and stomach also. So wherever Saturn sits, those areas will be affected regarding health wise. So need to be take care of these things. Next, sixth house for Virgo ascendant people or Virgo moon people. So sixth house is good for Saturn's placement. Now we will give full benefit results because sixth is a Karaka of, he is himself Karaka for sixth house. So we will get all sort of same, whatever third house results here also repeats. You will get, the enemies will go down, your health will increase. The money flow will be very favorable. Also, you can construct a house or buying a land also can be expected. So you will get all sort of boost. So you will enjoy the life because in previous 5 years, when Saturn in fourth house, fifth house, whatever the problems you crossed, so now again you get the relief here. So that's why this period is in all front is good. Eligibles can get married. Health is also very good. There is a chance of going abroad because Saturn is aspect in 12th house. So that's why Saturn 6th house transit is, you can say, good. Then 7th from moon is a Leo sign. So Saturn 7th house, even though Kalapurusha is exalted sign for him, 7th house, Digbala, but from moon, because he aspects back moon. So whenever moon receives Saturn aspect in 4th house, when Saturn in 4th house, Saturn in 7th house, and Saturn in 11th house. So these three signs, Saturn gives the aspect on the moon. These are the pivotal points. Saturn aspecting moon gives a lot of again mental stress, frustrations, effect on health, effect on perceiving the external life. All will be affected. So 7th house is again is a 10th to 10th house. So it's clearly affect your professional life, work field. You need to be very hard in professional front. You need to work hard. Always every day is a stressful day in work field. So that's why you need to be very careful and do the hard work to overcome any problems in a professional area. 7th house again is a relations with the opposite. Maybe if you are doing business, problems with partners, there will be chance of litigations and unhappy from spouse, 7th house. So you need to be avoid any confronts, any arguments, any fights with these people, your partners and spouse. At the same in the work area also. So then only you can overcome the problems during this time. Saturn aspect on moon gives mentally this anxiety problems, the restlessness and challenges in workplace. And sometimes diseases also affected. He says in classes that whenever transiting Saturn through 7th house, if 7th house is Karaka Venus is in a very bad place, there is a chance of affecting kidneys, urinary organs. There is a chance of affecting these. So that's why health complaints need to be taken care very well. Be in advance, check for your health. This also gives uncomfortable travels because it's aspecting 9th house. 9th house is a long journeys, but that long journeys will give problem, uncomforts. So 7th house you need to watch carefully in all sort of things like health, professional, dealing with people. Next, 8th house from moon. This 8th house from moon is Cancer moon people. Earlier we said that the Ashtama Shani. Ashtama Shani is all same equal to Sadesati people when the Saturn is in peak. This is one of the most disturbing period. You will get anxieties, fears, which are unnecessary, most hard deals in life. 8th house, all 8th house effects will be coming to your life. This 8th house is also your family, spouse family house, in-laws house. There is a chance of death in your in-laws house when Saturn transiting 8th house. So Saturn sitting 8th house is aspects 10th house. So again, professional front is check. Need to handle with boss or colleagues in a careful manner. Eighth house Saturn gives some sort of very negative effects, like bad company. Sometimes people will go jail in fraud cases. Either the person may involve in the fraud, or without involvement also chances of going jail. So depend on which house, how the aspect of any other malefics. It gives very dangerous. Tensions will be throughout this transit will be there. And the person will lose his self-confidence. That's why he's not able to tackle the things, whatever is happening. Sometimes people will get divorced during this period. If already there is a 7th house afflicted, is there any disturbances going in family life with spouse? So this house, the 8th house transit is extreme required. You need to watch it. You need to be very careful. You need to take avoid any unwanted things. Next, 9th house from moon. This is a Gemini sign. 9th house is again the second corner from moon. So you may expect some mixed result. 9th house means father. So father may have some health issues. Maybe disturbance with father. Again, the aspects 11th house. Your income, finance, things will also affect. And aspect in 3rd house. 3rd house means displacement from your current place. Most of the transfers will be there. And aspect the 10th house from 9th house means it's aspect the 6th house. So 6th house means again Roga Rana Shatru. They become very strong and they start giving pain to you, health wise, money wise, enemy wise. So 9th Saturn is sort of lack of luck, because 9th house is a luck. Once Saturn sitting there, is the luck will be blocked. So there is no support from divine, or who are elders to you, who can in a position of helping, but they can't do them. So most of the times the bad luck will come into forefront. So whatever you are going to undertake, those will not succeed, they will not get fulfilled. The litigations related to enemies, even the court cases, those are all going to be loose. So relationships, your attitude, because the person, once you getting all things surrounding, so the person will become how to tackle them. You will thinking under that, that's why you get again frustration, health issues, mentally, sort of fear, anxiety will develop. With that, you will talk in a wrong manner. That's why relationships will be spoiled. In the society also, you will lose some his fame, name, the respect. So the ninth house is also, you need to be taken care very carefully, because most important thing is father health need to be taken care. And the ninth house also your travels. Better to avoid travels, because you are not going to get any benefit from the travels. Then comes to 10th house. 10th house is now Taurus moon. Even though is 10th house is a Karaka Saturn and is own house, but Saturn sitting in 10th house creates some sort of again troubles. 10th house is your professional area. He aspects 4th house from there, so the peace will be, our harmony at home will be disturbed again. He aspects 12th house. 12th house again related to your health matters, your expenditure matters. So professional, home front, and he aspects 10th house. 10th aspect means again 7th house with wife or partners. So these are all going to affect. Major thing is at workplace. It will not be that much smooth. There's always obstacles, day-to-day things. And professional life will affect with that. There is a chance of differences with the boss or colleagues. There is a chance of losing jobs also, even 10th Saturn sitting. With that, your income will be affected. So 10th aspect on 7th house is marriage life, spouse. That is also going to affect the relations. Mother side, the 4th house is also under Saturn view, so 4th house also need to be seen very carefully. Always again health, because Saturn aspect 12th house need to be taken care health wise. Saturn is in sitting 10th means is Karaka. Things like legs, joint pains, knee pains, developing. Saturn in 10. Again, 10th house is a family of father. There is a chance of again someone, your long relatives of father family, death may be chance. If any other planets also is there, you can see that, you can witness. Then we go for Saturn 11th house. 11th house is again Aries moon. So we already told, whenever Saturn 3, 6 and 11th house, you will start giving the good results. So Saturn 11th house, you get the again revive back from all those problems, from all these years, whatever you are facing. You will get benefit in societal way, in a family wise, in relations wise, money wise. So whatever you thought, whatever you want, your targets will be achieved. So financially will be improvement, very good improvement. Investments also will be in You will get the investment from results. Also, you will get the whatever the pending money from others will comes to you in time. You will get the properties. Sometimes if other support planets also giving support, then you will get that properties. And harmony, family, with relatives. So sort of happy life. So Saturn 11th house gives everything in a best manner. What he can do, what is promised in the chart. The 11th house, friend support will get it, income will get it, financially will get it, investment benefit will be there, and type of land investment, type of construction, house. So all these type of you will get it. At the same time, health is also very good manner to enjoy life. So we can take it as a very good transit, 11th house from moon. The last one, Saturn 12th from moon, is a Saturn 12th means with Pisces moon. Pisces moon people, because this is a starting point of the Kaalagathi. Kaalagathi is starting will give, it starts the what your karma is holding from previous life. Is a 12th house. In all sort of hurdles from all fronts. There is no favorable things in any manner. There is a chance of changing your job, unnecessary expenses, 12th house expense, unnecessary expenses, hospitalization. Definitely there is a income will be less, expenditure is more when Saturn 12th. That's why these people will go down, because they never meet whatever the expenditure is occurring. And the peace at home will be disturbed. Always, most of the time, disputes, arguments with families. And you are not able to decide what to take action, what to do that one. Type of laziness will generates. Social life also will be disturbed, because you lose your reputation in the society. So that's why you need to be very careful, and before going into spend, because expenditure will increase, but that expenditure you need to control by seeing which are required and important. Otherwise, you will be land in a very serious problems. So it's a bad time for health, bad time for your spouse also, because Saturn is aspecting 6th house. 6th house is a 12th house of spouse. So spouse is getting health problems. Some says is a 12th house is your eyes. Whenever Saturn 2nd and 12th, the Kalapurusha is holding eyes, left eye, right eye. 12th house is a left eye. So the problem in eyes. 12th house also shows your feet. Problem in feet or injuries. 12th house again, journeys away from home. The journeys again is unnecessary journeys, not productive journeys. That's why you need to avoid all these things. Whatever the spending comes, except health issues. Other than expenses, you need to monitor and control. So at least you can save from finance things. But health-wise, relations-wise, other society reputation-wise, you need to be very take care. Otherwise, these are all going to affect in 12th. The Kaalagathi is a starting point. It will give sudden changes, because still 11th house, when Saturn 11th house, your life is running smooth. You're not seeing any problems. Everything is going in an expected manner. But once Saturn moves 12th house, then starts all this. So you feel very depressed. So after all these 12 houses transit, so whenever Saturn is in your chart in a bad place, so any bad transit is going on, so people need to do prayer according to their daily rituals. First thing is, any person, if the person is living with some sort of good habits, like respecting others, living in a proper manner, pray daily your favorite God, what you do regularly, be humble with everyone, respect everyone, don't do any unnecessary arguments, don't cheat anyone, first thing, because these are all Saturn, the karma, accumulated karma, you are going to pay back. So Saturn always watches, whenever time comes, he will pay back. So once you live in a proper way, you are not doing all these sort of things, then you will not get anything. That's why what you sow, the reap will be same. So if you live in this manner, the Saturn will not do anything, any negative things. Instead, he will give very good results, even though he is transiting in bad houses. So bad houses means he is waiting for payback. So what you did, that will be come back. So there are some certain things which you cannot take back. Maybe the previous life things we are knowingly did or unknowingly did, we don't know, but those are you need to pay back in this life. So you need to go through Saturn. Even if you do some remedies also, those will not come back. You can't escape from that. So Saturn is such a hardcore justice. Is an elder brother of Yama. Yama is how he does without partiality. No bribe, nothing. You can't make him to bend in any manner. So Saturn is more than that, more than Yama. So he's a very strict in giving the results, making the judgment. The person should receive what he had, what he has to receive. So this is the thing from Saturn transit. I hope so. You may have understand what my intention we want to deliver. We all enjoy good life. Saturn may throw us his mercy. So we live in a peaceful life. We'll do some always in a good manner to society, family, everyone, and nature. God may bless us all. Thank you. And over to Ravi sir.
Sir, we'll go for question hour. It's already time up, sir. 15 minutes late.
Wow. Yeah. Yes, sir.
So I will give you 5 minutes what I prepared for today.
Yes, sir.
So the Saturn transit to Aquarius today is happening. First of all, we'll do postmortem of Capricorn effort. Saturn transit in Capricorn, it took 2.5 years. Last 2.5 years, he was in Capricorn. Saturn means rules, regulations, hard work. As we have seen, the Capricorn transit brought authorities, government under fire. So mishandling of pandemic, we have seen many new laws, rules imposed on us. We sat in the houses. We did not went outside. during the Saturn transit in Capricorn. Restrictions, limitations, they bought, and government is in severe stress. So much disasters, miserable situations related to career, especially Capricorn rules career also. So related to career, how people got in trouble. We have seen the natural 10th sign, Saturn 2.5 year make all the people suffer towards career, money, authority. So government, all the things are on fire. They stressed a lot. Okay. So especially medical field got tested very much. And governments, new hospital schemes, new laws, new rules came. So many thousands of new rules came. Utmost transformation of government organizational, structural way, behavioral pattern of governments, all things got changed. This is the effect of Saturn. Okay, and lastly, in the while transiting, he bought the war of Russia and Ukraine also. That also we've seen. Authorities went on grabbing the war. This Saturn transit in Capricorn last 2.5 years, we have seen that restrictions, rules, regulations imposed, crushed career-wise. These things we have seen. Now that Saturn, the delay, frustration, restriction, limitation, anxiety are coming to Aquarius today. What is Aquarius? Aquarius is gains, desires, hopes, wishes, large organizations, Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, network circles, friendships, all the desires will go on fire. Okay. His own sign also, maybe many new rules, many new limitations will set in the network circles. Many new things will emerge. A lot of it's a high maturity. The Saturn will bring a high maturity in the areas of Aquarius. Aquarius is not only hopes and desires, it is scientific thinking, research, upliftment of society, higher goals, rewards. So these are all in the Aquarius. So there will be many changes, restrictions, limitations, new way of going. We can see in the next 2.5 years. So there is much more to say. There is a next class on Grahana, solar eclipse. We will go to that. Okay. Thank you. Shall we close, sir, for today?
There is some person, Dakshinamurthy garu. He raised a hand for a question.
Okay. Okay.
Dakshinamurthy Choleti. Sir, any questions, sir?
Okay. So I request who are handling adminships in WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter. So it's a time to struggle. It's time to do hard work. Saturn is entering into Aquarius. There are a lot of things will happen. A lot of new rules, new regulations, restrictions, anxiety, frustrations. We have seen yesterday in our group. So there will be a lot of.
I about to mention that.
Get ready for admins. You there will be a sugarcane crush. So these things will happen. New network related things. Again, network friendships. Should be remain patient, hard work. Okay, remain calm. Don't bring your sun ego. Okay, Saturn is transiting in Aquarius. Aquarius is all about desires and friendships and new age inventions, research, thinking. So all in these areas, so you need to be very patient, like a tiger. How a tiger will hunt. Okay, it will hide. And with the patience, it will target the prey. And suddenly it will jump like that. We need to have much more patience like a tiger. while hunting. So admins request, have patience. Okay, there will be a lot more stress. Okay. Okay, thank you. We'll leave, sir, for today. Please join Telugu people. We have a session on solar eclipse at the 12 o'clock in 10 minutes. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Dakshinamurti garu, you can ask a question quickly, please.
Sir, good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir. Can you give me once again that if the Saturn sat in 8th house from the moon place?
Yeah, you will get a recording. You can see there again. You will get the recording.
Means,
You will see.
Moon place means from our Janma Rashi. Is it correct, sir?
Yes. Yes, correct.
From Janma Rashi, the Saturn place is in 8th house.
Correct.
Now you are saying according to the Janma Rashi, from Janma Rashi, where is the Saturn sitting?
Yes.
How the effect to the that Rashi people?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm actually little bit. I'm unable to hear it. 8th house.
Yeah, you can listen. You can listen the video again. So if you have a doubt, you can ask in the group.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you so much.